This is the plaintiff, Bernice Mole. She says she's been parking in her same assigned spot since 1983. And ever since the defendant moved in and got assigned the spot next to her, her car's been dinged up. That's right, the guy has some huge SUV and he's dented her car 30 times. When she left him a note complaining, he deliberately parked over the yellow line just to be spiteful. This has gone too far. And before anyone gets hurt, she's going to sue the defendant to the tune of $922.66 in damages. This is the defendant, Leandro Reyes. He says he's extremely careful when he opens his door because his car is a very expensive Cadillac Escalade. And if he dinged the plaintiff's car, his car would have dings too. The woman has no proof he did anything to her car, and he assumes she's just looking for someone to cover the expense by finding a sucker. Well, he's no sucker, and he thinks the judge will agree. He's accused of driving a neighbor dingy.
All parties, just let me scoot over a little bit more. Okay. All parties, please raise your right hand.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff has parked her car in the same spot for almost 30 years. All of a sudden, she has all sorts of dings, and she says she knows the culprit. But the defendant says he's careful when he opens up his Cadillac. It's the case of driving a neighbor dingy.
Bernice Mole?
Yes.
You are suing Leandro Reyes, who had the parking space next to you, for $922.66 in costs that you are going to incur to repair your car that you say he dinged up. Tell me what happened.
Yes. I've been renting parking space in the garage of my apartment building since 1983, and I didn't have any problems with my neighboring cars until I was parked in a shopping center in Yonkers, and I had purchased clothing. And instead of putting it in my trunk the way I usually do with groceries and other packages, I opened my passenger door to put it in the car because I didn't want the clothing to get nasty trunk smell. And that's when I noticed the biggest...
What are you keeping in your trunk?
It's rubbery from the tires, you know. So that's when I noticed the largest dings. I didn't count every single ding at that time, but I noticed the largest
Had
dings.
you ever noticed dings on your passenger door before?
No.
So you notice when you're at the mall, there's how many dings? Like more than one?
When I finally took time to count, there were about 30 dings, and it wasn't just the dings that bothered me, it's that they were chipped off paint of the dings, so eventually it would turn into rust. That's what disturbed me.
What kind of car are you driving?
A 2006 Subaru Legacy sedan, which is a compact car.
What kind of car do you drive?
2007 Cadillac Escalade.
Okay, so go on.
At
the time, did you put two and two together and think that it was him?
I immediately put two and two together, and the reason is I don't park in a parking lot at work because I'm retired. I don't go to work. The only place I could have gotten dinged like that would be in my parking garage. So that very afternoon, that Tuesday afternoon, when I got home and I parked in the garage, I left two, little handwritten notes on the Escalade's windshield and the driver's side door. And next time I went into the garage was that Sunday. And I saw that not only did I not get a response to my note, but the defendant had parked his car, his Escalade, even closer to me over the yellow line. And I do have a photograph of that if you'd like to see it.
Yes.
What I'm going to do, if you don't mind, is pass up the whole packet of photographs rather than going back and forth. And also, some of them have very small marks, so I did bring a magnifying glass if you'd like.
Oh, that's so kind. Okay. Did you ever talk to him personally or no?
No, I never spoke to him.
Did he ever respond to your note?
No, he didn't respond to the handwritten note at all. And after he parked over the yellow line, I felt as though he was thumbing his nose at me because he didn't respond.
Is this the picture where he parks over the yellow line?
Yes.
He's just right at the yellow line.
I didn't do a great job, but it's over the yellow line.
It's, it's close. You thought it was like spiteful, like trying to...
I thought he was thumbing his nose at me. I'm not going to respond to your note, and I'm going to park even closer to you than before. I'm going to park over the yellow line.
You have numerous photos to show that neither your driver's side nor his passenger side are dinged. You have pictures that clearly show dings to your passenger side. You clearly have a systematic dinging. This is not like one time in a mall.
Right.
Talk to me.
Well, basically when I leave the apartment complex, I don't come back till like 4 or 5 in the morning because I work till that time. So my car is barely there. My car's there when I get there and when I leave. That's about it.
Well, yeah, that's
But
That's sort of how it works.
it's not like her. Her car is constantly there. Mine
Right.
isn't.
Right.
I also have photographs. If my car was dinging her car, obviously there would have been some type of damage to my door as well.
Okay, let me
I'm
see
very
your photos.
meticulous with
Put
my.
your hand down. Let me see
I'm
your
very
photos.
meticulous with my vehicle. I take care of my paint. So it's on top of that, I did respond to what she wrote to me and she put on the windshield.
I mean, I have pictures. Is this not your car? I have pictures of your door. It does have a mark on the inside of the door right there in that little edge, and then it has a ding just in front of it, and it and
My
she
vehicle-
is saying,
my
I'm sorry,
vehicle-
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
I'm
ma'am.
not done with my question.
Sorry.
So has she proved her case? Does she have the goods here?
No, not at all.
Why?
Because just because you park next to somebody's car and there's dings and dents doesn't mean that that person did
So
this.
you need to see somebody do
To
it.
see the damage.
Okay, we will find out about that going inside the courtroom.
These things are always very, very hard to see, but she's saying that the marks I'm seeing are blue paint from her car, blue paint transfer. Let me show you the pictures that she's talking about. Okay, these pictures are taken from very far back. These aren't that helpful. I mean, and they're blurry. It would be really good if you took a picture of the part she took a picture of so I could see if there's,
Okay.
talk to me about that.
First of all, my car has 26-inch rims. And her vehicle is down here.
Mm-hmm.
When my vehicle opens the door, it wouldn't touch. It doesn't reach where she's saying that the door is dinging her.
How? Let me just ask you a question. How does it get better than this in terms of proof, other than a videotape of you doing it? You're the car that parks systematically next to her. Her car has system. I mean, it has. It's not one ding. It's not two ding. If it's one ding, I'd say get out of here. But it's like 30 dings, and there's white paint on hers and blue paint on yours. And it's not there's one here, which is an inch from the edge of the door. So I don't know what the curvature is. I'm not an engineer. I didn't get the picture this way from your door open, which was impossible for her to do. But I got pictures showing the open part right there with the scratch. The part that if it was open, we'd see more of the scratch, and it's got a scratch right there. And then I've got you taking pictures from 10 feet away telling me it's perfect, Judge. I mean, what else could somebody in her position prove to me besides this? You don't park there anymore, right?
No, ma'am.
Right, good.
But if you notice the pictures that I bring, her car is full of dust. They barely moved that car.
But how does that help your case?
The car's constantly there. My
Right,
car
but how does that help your
is barely
case?
there.
Right.
Aside from that, like I explained to you.
I mean, that's even worse. That actually helps her case.
Like I explained
because she's
to you,
explaining,
but-
I'm retired. I don't go to work.
Okay.
I'm
aware of that. Now, in regards to my case, like I expressed to you before, my car's sitting on 26-inch rims, which makes the car way higher than normal. So when I open my door, my door is not gonna bang.
I don't know what you're saying. I drive an SUV and I drive a small car, and it's not like when you open up an SUV, you can't possibly hit a car next to you.
I'm not saying that you cannot possibly hit.
So what are you saying?
It could hit the car, but if it was to hit the car, it would hit above where she's saying that I'm hitting
Wouldn't
her car.
that depend on the angle that your car came in? If your angle came a little bit this way, it would go that. I mean, you guys are like drawing conclusions that are very hard. Sometimes when it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's just a duck. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $922.66.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, in the end, the evidence that she brought in is just good enough to prove her case and get this decision in her favor. What's your reaction to that?
She brought pictures that were more closer to the situation, which was the car. So I guess that went in her favor.
You getting dings?
No, she's probably gonna get a couple of more dings in the future and put it on the person that's parking there. And that's it.
She's going to sue the next person
And
too?
that's it. She's gonna continue to get her money like that.
Okay, all right. Right down this way, all right. So come on in here. Let me ask you a question here. So you win your case. Congratulations. Did the ding stop when his car moved to a different space?
Once you have 30-something dings, it's hard to keep
Or
track.
you lost count?
But once I repair it, I'm sure it won't be a problem again.
All right.
Okay?
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, all the plaintiff in this case has to prove is that it is more likely than not that the defendant is the culprit. It's just tipping the scales in a really slight way, and she did it.